Hi, welcome to day 12 and 13 of my water fast. I skipped a day yesterday. I think it might have something to do with developing allergy to technology. It is deafening, the noise that comes up when you remove some things, Food is used a lot of times for us to suppress certain emotions or at least dull us or numb us to a certain extent. And when you remove food, well, you're left with, yourself. So I found that I've turned towards the computer and used it more and more, but now, day 12, 13, I'm getting it's not feeling good. I really want to walk away from it, and it's difficult because I still manage on a day-to-day basis Yogayak and other things online. But I do predict that it's going to be important to take a step back, so I think I'm going to prepare to do exactly that. The biggest thing I'd like to report on at this point is leg pain. I don't recall having it during the last fast, but it seems very normal from what I've checked out, that the toxins, as we release them, a lot of times end up in our legs. Now, it feels like I've been running, you run for a long time, then you stop and your muscles swell. Not swell, but they fill up with, what's that term? Wish I could remember more. I'm sure tons of people out there are just yelling at their monitors. So as I go through all this, you'd think it'd be like, ew, renal pain in the beginning, now leg pain. Why would anyone want to do this? Well, when you do feel a pain, especially when you can associate it with a form of processing toxins like the leg pain, then you can tell yourself something is going on. Something good is going on if I feel bad. And I think that's the biggest thing that I focus on, is that if something comes up, I'm like, ooh, something needs to process, and mentally give it a little bit of energy. It helps you get through the days, because sometimes you feel like not much is going on. Bowel movements. Let's talk bowel movement. I've been having on and off daily bowel movements, but about 3 days ago, I decided to give myself an enema, and it really cleared some things out. Now it's funny, I looked at some posts from my last vlog, or my last water fast, and I went through the exact same thing. Somehow the literature for purists in water fasting was no enemas, certainly no saltwater flushes. But somehow, having given myself an enema, I'm like, I can't see why I'm going to wait for this to come out when I can flush it. Now, the little bit of something that I'm wondering is the new thing that I've read, or the most recent thing that I've read on enemas, was just using tap water. Although I've heard that doing that might deplete yourself of salt, so it's good putting salt in the enema if you're not doing a coffee enema. Then again, I've heard that going into the ocean right now for me wouldn't be the best thing either. And they're related a bit, because if I go in the ocean, I thought I'd absorb minerals and yay, it's kind of like if I'm drinking stuff. But in fact, a nurse friend, Amanda, thank you, told me that it's more likely that the ocean would absorb the minerals that are in my body, depleting all the good stuff. So I'm wondering if you put salt, does it pull things? And if you don't put salt, does the water? So I'll have to check up on that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm gearing up for hopefully some online camera or on-camera interviews, but it's hard to get the motivation to see myself through to doing that. I know it's not a big thing really, right? But it seems like a big thing to organize yourself, find the time, be awake at a certain time, because I tend to nap, wake up, nap, do work, nap, whatever. So that's it. Hopefully you're having a great day, and I'll see you all later. Love and light.